Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Jam DeMatteis, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
All right, kids. You're about to receive the best gift you're going to get this year for the holidays. A new episode of Marvel Tales.
That's right.
Christmas edition. That's right, kids. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, just eagerly waiting to be unwrapped. It is the Yule Biscuit himself.
Justin the Owl. Yep. Inching my way down the chimney.
Whoa. That's right, kids. He's preparing that new holiday special. Yes, some kind of holiday bake-off. But every dish seems to be biscuits.
Yeah.
All right.
They don't leave cookies out for this Santa.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. All right. So, yes, if you couldn't tell by our ham-fisted intro, yes, we'll be doing all kinds of holiday issues this time. Captain America 292, Iron Man 254, and Thor 444.
444.
Featuring one of our favorite eras, Eric Masterson. So.
Yes. Which we covered not too long ago on the show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
All right. So, I can't wait. Hopefully I get some Marvel stuff for Christmas. Although,
I think you will.
I know. I kind of already know. I mean, we're out shopping with my parents last weekend. I got some Spider-Man t-shirts. I pointed out some Spider-Man t-shirts to my wife yesterday. So
nice.
I'm getting
dropping some hints.
I'm getting at least 4 Spider-Man shirts because you know what? I love wearing the Spider-Man shirts and then they wear out and get holes in them. So
yeah. It's always good to have some extras anyway.
Yeah,
absolutely. And they're always making great Spider-Man shirts.
Oh yeah. Regulars, yeah, red and blue Spider-Man, black suit Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's been a ton of the black suit Spider-Man lately, which I love.
Got at least one McFarlane Spider-Man. So
I even saw at some point a Scarlet Spider shirt.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, have you seen that one?
Wow. I haven't seen it in the wild. I think I've seen it online. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now that he was actually in the Across the Spider-Verse. Now they're really pumping them out. Yeah, I saw posters.
Wow, that's wild. Yeah.
Love it. Scarlet Spider merch, you say?
Oh yes, like that.
Speaking of, as of this recording, yes, I'll be talking to Ray and Dave again tomorrow morning to record the December episode since
new episode.
Everyone will be busy.
Cast.
Look, another country heard from. Hello, Russell. Howdy, y'all.
Oh, hey, Russell.
Hold on. Let me. Okay, so here. Okay.
Yeah.
So first it's howdy, y'all. Then it'll be O-ring. Talking about his comics. I don't know what you got people are.
We need to get a drop of him and of Noel both saying O-ring.
Yes.
But that needs to happen.
He's cradling my nuts.
Chestnuts, kids. So what are you getting for Christmas, Russell?
The greatest comic of all time.
Maybe.
What would that be? What would that be, Russell? Micronauts?
Micronauts. Or something Hobgoblin.
Oh, yeah. Or Red Lanterns.
Red Lanterns.
Check out his guest appearance on Sector 2814, episode 147. So
yeah, it was a lovely episode.
Oh yeah, he's like, if I'm available, any Red Lanterns, invite me.
Yeah. That part was funny when you were reading the synopsis about suddenly the Red Lanterns come in and ambush everybody, and then he played the drop of Russell saying, "Howdy, y'all."
I know. I was like, where can I squeeze this in? I'm like, perfect.
It was so good.
Especially since he loves the Red Lanterns. He has his pick for Christmas present. Cobra Commander Nutcracker.
Oh, yes.
Guys, what I was watching this morning? I got the house myself. I sat down. I'm like, what can I watch? I watched the G.I. Joe animated movie from 1987.
Ooh, oh, which one?
Cobra! La 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 la!
Oh, with a cobra. I love it.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Yes.
Don Johnson as
Yeah.
or Falcon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I love it.
All of it.
I love that movie so much. Jinx.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
I love that.
Ithona,
Oh, yes. Nemesis Enforcer.
Nemesis Enforcer, and Burgess Meredith is the voice of Golobulus.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
This is so good.
Oh, my
The other thing I was miffed about was it was hardly any Destro in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
He was in there for like all of 2 minutes.
There's a lot of characters. They were just seemed like they were background. I mean, Destro had a few lines, but I mean, it's like, and I know he wouldn't get any lines, but Snake Eyes really was just like background in that movie. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's surprising.
I love the intro. Just like, do you remember that intro? Yeah, I love that intro.
Yeah. It was so good.
Especially when someone like fires off a rocket or something, almost hits Shipwreck in the head. He's like, looks back, like, what the?
Good old Shipwreck.
That's what we should do one day, guys. We should do like a live watch of that or something.
We should on Energon Universe.
Yeah, because I just found it on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, they've got the whole thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Let's do it. We could do that. We could do the mass device, the older one. We could and the Weather Dominator. That whole.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I think like the official Hasbro I think their channel or whatever. I think they have most or all the episodes. So yeah, the episodes are easy enough. Yeah. Or
fantastic.
Oh, I should watch all those this season because last year for around like when I was off around the holidays, I watched like all the G1 episodes of Transformers.
Oh,
so,
yeah, you were saying that. Yeah. Did you watch all the seasons of that?
What?
Of the first animated show?
The Transformers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did that all last December. I did that. I was like, because I had like 2 weeks in a row off. I powered through those, man.
Those 3 seasons?
Yeah,
right?
3 seasons. Yeah.
Nice.
So maybe I should do G.I. Joe this year.
Yeah, there you go.
The best is in the opening credits when they put Sergeant Slaughter as Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, as Sergeant Slaughter. Top billing, folks. Yes.
Where he trains troops at the slaughterhouse.
At the slaughterhouse. Yeah. Don't mess with Quick Kick, whatever you do.
Oh yeah. Quick Kick got some moments in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the whole Cobra Commander thing.
Oh.
I love how he was like a citizen of Cobra Law, and then it's like then they mutated him into a snake, and I'm like, meanwhile he was just like a used car salesman in the comics.
Yeah. With aspirations of grandeur. Yeah.
I mean the cartoon was okay, but I stand with the Larry Hama.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a multiverse thing, and that's what happened in
the
G.I. Joe multiverse. It was the Cobra Law stuff. Yeah.
All right. You ready to cover these issues?
Yeah, we've got some fun ones tonight, actually. You picked out some lovely little Yuletide gems for us tonight, Phil.
Oh, thank you. Yes, so yeah, I assume I will just go, chronological order, that all right? Because it'll be the Captain America, then the Iron Man, then the Thor, so.
Yeah, definitely.
Because again, they have nothing to do with each other, except they're like Christmas episodes, kids, so.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, we'll start with Captain America number 292 from April 1984, An American Christmas. Writer J.M. DeMatteis, friend of the show, penciler Paul Neary, inker Eduardo Barado, and colorist Bob Sharon, letterer Diana Elbers, and editor, the man I wish I could talk to more than any other human alive, Mr. Mark Grunwald.
Yes. This is before he started writing the title.
Yes. Yeah, it'd be like another, at least a year, a little over a year, I think, from this point.
Year or two, yeah. But he was still working on it behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah. He was... All the rules for time travel, which Bendis ignores. Mark Grunwald came up with those. For lots of stuff. I think didn't he do a lot of work for that? The Handbook of the Marvel Universe or something.
He did. Yeah, that was his baby, I think, for a long time. Yeah, and that was kind of my introduction to Marvel, pretty much in general. Was the Handbook. That was one of the first comics I ever picked up.
And I forget if Mark Waid said it or someone else said it, but they're like the only man who could like touch and maybe even excel like Mark Waid in like comic book history was Mark Grunwald.
Absolutely, he had an amazing memory when it came to characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right. Steve Rogers and Bernie share a romantic moment.
Ooh.
Until Jack Monroe blunders in. Two grown men as roommates. How dare you. Meanwhile, Jesse Blackcrow has another vision reminding him that as the spirit of old America, he must kill Captain America, the spirit of new America, to balance the scales. Weeks later, Steve and Bernie leave Bennett Advertising. Blackcrow attacks Steve, steals a lock of his hair, and vanishes. In the weeks that follow, Cap attends Avengers meetings, Jack interviews for jobs, and Steve shops with Bernie and works on art assignments. On Christmas Eve, Steve and Bernie throw a holiday party until a crow flies in and scratches Steve. Cap and Nomad investigate and Bernie follows. Blackcrow attacks the heroes, quickly defeating them at the Brooklyn Bridge. As Blackcrow prepares to kill Cap, the Avenger kneels in respect. Laughing, Blackcrow announces that the Earth Spirit is pleased and departs in peace. Elated that Cap survived, Bernie proposes marriage. Days later in Central Park, the Avengers vanish in a flash of light and head straight to the Secret Wars, kids.
Ooh, that escalated quickly.
I know. Well, I think most of the books, I mean, again, it's like, I think this and the Avengers book and, like, shared that same page. It's just that, you know, them running into the thing and, yeah.
And that the Fantastic Four, too, had I think... Right? They have a page like
that. Oh,
that.
yeah. Spider-Man had a page like that. I think the X-Men might have had a page like... Yeah, I think everyone there who had their own book, had a page similar to that.
Surprise! It's time to do this now.
I mean, that was like a nice little... I mean, they were teasing you, but it's like you didn't have to pick up Secret Wars because, like, by the next issue, everyone returned, but they're like, if you want to know where they went, pick up this 12-issue miniseries.
Yeah. That was kind of nice because the whole issue wasn't dominated by
you didn't have to like
the setup for the crossover,
and you didn't have to like wait a year for everyone to come back to their lives and stuff.
Right, exactly. What are we gonna do for 12 issues while they're away doing this stuff?
Yeah. But, and again, some of the books teased you with stuff like, you know, of course, Spider-Man came back with a different costume. And I remember the first issue when he's back. It's like, I can't believe the things we saw there. Like that time I almost got stepped on by Galactus. And it's like, what?
What? That was kind of smart, though, because it was another way to sell the book.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, when I talked to Ron Friends, he's like, they weren't even sure people were going to like that suit. Because, like, I think someone said, oh, you know, maybe we'll get rid of it after an issue or two. And I forget if he said it was DeFalco or somebody said, no, we got to keep it at least as long as it takes to, you know, for Secret Wars to get to that issue where he gets the suit.
Yeah, right.
But
and it was the first time that his costume really had been changed in, 20 some odd years up to that point, right? Yeah. So... yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah,
that was a big deal at the time.
Yeah, Ron Friend says they had no idea if people were just going to hate it or...
Yeah. Now, there's like a whole gallery of different costumes that Spider-Man's had over the years.
I know.
There's like 50 of them now.
Oh, yeah. Like, oh, we can make some toys.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that page leads into Secret Wars. There is no letter page in this issue. In its place is an advertisement for Secret Wars. I think most of the books did that. It's like it was like instead of a letters page, oh yeah, where did they go? Look at that advertisement here.
Yeah, you got to read this to find out.
But yeah, just looking through this issue. Oh, the whole thing with Blackcrow. I mean, again, J.M. DeMatteis is he had big plans for this character. I mean, they never came to pass because after he left this book, I think the only place I really remember Blackcrow showing up was when DeMatteis was on Spectacular Spider-Man.
Well, there was there's a handful that, like, I remember there was a Marvel fanfare that me and Ray covered, which was a Hawkeye story, actually. And that involved Blackcrow.
Did DeMatteis write it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And I want to say there was a couple of other ones, but yeah, in Spectacular Spider-Man, there was a big story that that he was involved with. I think involving the Puma, if I remember right.
Puma, yes.
Yeah. So I think that he probably did have big plans for him, but unfortunately, he kind of.
He had big plans. I think that I'm trying to remember if that's the reason he left the book, because I know he did tell me. Do you remember Captain America 300? You know, the final battle with the Red Skull, supposedly. supposedly he was going to, quote unquote, kill off Steve Rogers, and Black Crow was going to become the new Captain America.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that would have been a big deal. Wow.
Mm-hmm. So,
man.
but he's like, again, it's 1984, 85.
84.
It's like, you imagine, not only we're going to kill off the character. I mean, I'm sure he's not going to ever return, but yeah, we're going to kill off the main character and replace him with a non-white character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kudos though to J.M. DeMatteis for even having that idea. And in 1984, I love that. That's wonderful. And I hope that somebody eventually picks up that thread and does something with it, like a what if type of situation.
Yeah, what if would have been, yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would love to see that.
Yeah, I don't know if there was...
Because Black Crow's a really cool character.
Oh, yeah. Because, like, I can't remember if there was hard feelings because they wouldn't let him do that, but I'm like, yeah, he should have wrote a what if did that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That would have been really cool. A Captain America with kind of supernatural powers. How cool would that be?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Was this Black Crow's first appearance in this issue?
I'm trying to... Let me see. Here, let me look at the notes. But I'm trying to remember if he did appear, it might have been in the background or something. But let's see. But it might... here we go. Black Crow. Yes, first appearance.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, this issue would have been a much more bigger deal, if he had become the new Captain America.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Wow, that's so cool. I didn't know that.
Oh, it says he did run across Daredevil too at one point. So.
Oh, neat. In the 80s or 90s or?
I'm trying to see because it just. Daredevil 220. Wait, 225. Okay.
5. Oh, that was in the 80s.
Yeah, because the Vulture's
Spymaster
on the cover, so I'm trying to. What did the? I don't know. I'm gonna have to read this.
Wow, and
I'm not. But I'm looking at the summary, and I'm not seeing Black Crow. I don't think on here.
I'm amazed at this list. There's only 16 appearances for Black Crow. Wow,
That's what I'm saying. I think he's like one of there's one of those. He's one of those characters where only the guy who created him rates him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He appeared in an issue of Quasar 23. Wow, I don't remember that at all. There was a bunch of magic users in that one. He must have been.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think. Was it at that point? I know at one point Maelstrom stops the spinning of the Earth, and the Mystic, Doctor Strange, and a bunch of Mystics have to hold everything in place. So until Quasar can restart everything. Yeah.
Ooh, this would be a cool one to cover, Phil. Doctor Strange number 25.
Oh.
Written by Fabian Nicieza, penciled by Ron Lim.
Oh, yeah.
Appearances by Black Crow, Red Wolf, and a bunch of other characters.
Oh,
yeah,
my.
This would be a fun one to read. I haven't read that.
Damn it, you had me at Fabian and art by Ron Lim.
Yeah. Now, I'm curious about that Daredevil issue, though, 225, too.
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember if I read that one or not. Yeah, because I know it's a Vulture. He fights the Vulture. I'm like, well...
Denny O'Neil wrote it.
But yeah,
I wonder if that's right.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I was looking at the synopsis for it, and I'm like, okay, I don't see Black Crow mentioned.
It just says, other characters, Black Crow. That could... What does that mean? Yeah.
Unless it's a quick, 2-panel thing or something.
Yeah, just see him flying around in the background.
Oh yeah, their little Christmas party here. Arnie Roth, another character created by DeMatteis.
Yes,
because he, for those of you who don't know, kids, he's kind of like how Bucky was his pre Captain America friend in the MCU. Well, it was Arnie Roth in the comics.
Right. Yeah.
J.M. DeMatteis came up with that. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
That was another thing that came up in our conversation because there was one episode I just talked his Cap stuff with him, and he was like, Arnie was a gay man, but again, early '80s, they're like, oh, he had a male roommate. And it's like, really?
He had a live-in friend.
Yeah.
I mean, reading those comics books, I knew, I picked up on that right away. Yeah.
I know, because even DeMatteis was just like, why would they do that? Come on.
Yeah, I know. But this was the early '80s. Things were a lot different then.
I'm trying to remember. I swear there was an anniversary issue or something not too long ago. I swear it was in the last year or two And there was like a bunch of backup stories in it. And J.M. DeMatteis did write a story where, like, I believe Arnie passes, was it cancer or something? There's something. Arnie passes away, and I thought it was pretty cool because it's like, you know, he created the the character, and then he was able to, like, you know, decades later, like, you know, write his final story and stuff.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'd like to check that out. Yeah,
because pretty much I think DeMatteis was pretty much the only one who wrote him, except for like Mark Gruenwald used him towards the end of his run.
Mm-hmm.
But besides, yeah.
During the Fighting Chance story?
Yeah, because Captain America set up that little shop in Brooklyn, and he had Arnie to run it,
right.
But then,
I love that
then
story.
Heroes Reborn hits, and you never hear not even that point. It's like when Mark Waid takes over, like you don't hear. I'm like, what? Tell us he retired something.
Yeah, just give us a little one or two panel thing. Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah. I like this issue. The only part that I didn't understand was towards the end. I didn't understand Bernie leaving the party and joining Steve and Jack, and like I didn't get that. I guess she had to witness what happened in order for there to be that big scene between her and Steve at the end. But
yeah, that was one of my big things too. I was going to bring this up if you didn't. It's like. Yeah, I guess she had to be there because, you know, just realizing how much he means to her because she does, you know, propose to him. But but I'm just like, you know, well, if, you know, they see the Black Crow, so Steve and Jack run out the door, and then she follows after them, leaving all their guests just, you know.
Leaving all the guests. Like they've got a full apartment with all these people.
I mean,
and this is a big party.
Did they have more than those 3 guests? I mean, what?
I thought there was a bunch of people.
Was there? I don't know. I thought it was just the 3, but I don't know. But
never mind.
I mean, at least Arnie's in on the secret, but it's like that Bennett from Bennett Advertising, and then that what's her? There's some woman Bernie knows. I'm like, those 2 don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and I just thought it would have made more sense if like just Steve and Jack left.
Yeah,
and then Bernie. Some time went by, and Bernie's like, "Oh, they're still not back. Like, what's going on?" And then maybe she goes out, and then she sees what's happening.
Or if they're all like staring at the window watching this big fight, and it's you know Bernie's like watching
right
from
outside.
the window. Yeah. But I get what you mean because I even had that same thought. I'm like, I know she cares about him and stuff, but if Captain America and Nomad can't beat this thing, what's Bernie, the non-superhero, gonna do?
Yeah, right. What's her stake in this conflict besides Steve's safety? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the only part that I didn't get, but I loved everything else.
Especially in those high heel boots.
Yeah, in the snow. Yeah. In the ice and the snow. Yeah, not very practical.
Yeah, that was one like my big thing with this issue. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Yeah, but this was a great first appearance. This makes a lot of sense because I haven't read the Black Crow's like stories chronologically, so this makes sense being his first appearance. I love it. It's a great setup for his character because you do get his origin. I mean, it explains about how he was a high-rise worker and he fell, and he was basically injured to the extent that he's confined to a wheelchair now. So yeah, I love how. We just get a few pages, but it's enough to give enough of an origin for this guy to establish his motivations, and it makes sense. It makes sense to the reader.
Yeah. Again, that whole Bernie thing just makes no sense.
Yeah, that's the part that doesn't make sense. Is Bernie running out into the night after these 2, leaving all these guests behind at their Christmas party just to eat hors d'oeuvres and drink, I guess.
So I wonder if Black Crow had become Captain America, would J.M. DeMatteis have kept like the whole supporting cast, or just like tossed everyone out, or what? That would have been a radical shift, That
would have been a really big change. Yeah. Yep. How would that have affected things in the Avengers?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we did get a kind of glimpse, what happened when John Walker took over. But again, after like 3-4 issues, I mean, Steve Rogers checks back in, and we kind of see like him and his friends again, at least half the time.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I would love to see a what if issue about that. What if Black Crow became Captain America? Yeah. It makes sense having a native character. I mean, symbolically. And I love the whole the symbolic defeat of Captain America at the end of this issue.
Mm-hmm.
And how he just kind of laughs at the whole situation and flies away. Then they kind of embrace each other and he flies away. It's really great. It's beautifully written.
Mm. Yeah, Black Crow's like, okay, yeah, the spirit world says, haha, okay, we get it. Good job.
Their spirit is pleased.
But yeah, again, besides the whole Bernie thing, I thought it was a pretty good issue. And again, it's a holiday issue in the fact it takes place on Christmas Eve.
Yes. Yep.
All right. So should we get to the next one?
Yeah.
These two. Yeah. I think we steer into the holiday a little more.
Yep.
All right.
There's a lot even more going on in these next two.
Oh yeah. All right. Next one is Iron Man number 254. We're gonna jump ahead to March 1990, graduation day. All right, kids. Writer, penciler, and inker Bob Layton. Colorist Paul Becton, letterer Janice Chiang, and editor Howard Mackey. After undergoing a grueling, deadly elimination competition at the Taskmaster's Academy, the survivor is named the new Spymaster. In order to graduate, Spymaster must steal the top Christmas ornament at Tony Stark's party. In an attempt, Spymaster encounters and battles the invincible Iron Man. In order to preserve personal safety of his guests and children present, and perhaps in the spirit of Christmas, Stark allows Spymaster to leave with the bauble. Quick synopsis, but that's pretty much the...
Yeah, that's basically what happens.
Yes.
But we do get a great introduction to the new Spymaster in the story.
Yes.
You were reading Iron Man pretty regularly at this time. Do you remember when the original Spymaster got killed?
Yeah, it's like 220, I think, around there. Yeah, it's like it has something to do with the ghost. Yeah,
the ghost.
Yes.
Yeah, he pushes the Spymaster through a wall while he had one of the ghost's intangibility devices attached to him.
Yes,
and then removed it when he was still halfway through the wall. It was so brutal. It was one of the most brutal deaths in comic books that I remember reading up to that point as a kid. It was like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought it was kind of a waste of a character because I always thought that Spymaster was a pretty cool villain, actually.
Yeah, and I guess it's like, I guess if you want to bring him back, you can bring him back as another guy because I don't know if they, I don't think they got too far into the back history of the original Spymaster.
Yeah, and he was basically like an assassin or mercenary for hire anyway. So technically anybody could be under that mask and it wouldn't make a difference. Yeah. Just as long as they had the skill set.
But yes, he crashes the party dressed as Santa, so that's why on the cover he gets like, it looks like Santa Claus blasting Iron Man with a kind of weapon.
Yeah. The kid sees his gun poking out underneath his Santa costume. He goes, "Hey Joey, check it out! Santa's packing a gun." I love it.
We do in the beginning. He's messing with the Magia. Lilith, the Magia, not the Mafia, the Magia.
Yeah, he's on the trail of Madame Mask.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of Madame Mask, we're getting more her and Kern comics. She's kind of kicking off the gang war.
Oh, she's back, huh? Okay, good. I always really liked her as a nemesis for Iron Man, so I'm happy to hear she's back. Good.
Oh yeah, what was it? Gang War First Strike? I think that's what it was called. This week came out. So yeah, nice. She kind of kicks off the gang war.
Very cool.
Maybe get that quick shot of Taskmaster.
Yeah, Taskmaster is great in this. He's got some great moments in this.
Well, you know what? You know who I've been following on Facebook? I've been following Bob Layton. I should reach out to him. We should maybe talk some of his Iron Man stuff. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, we could do a definite chat with Bob about Iron Man, and I'd love to talk to him about Hercules.
Yeah.
At some point.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to remember where he's living now. I think he's living overseas somewhere.
Okay.
It might even be Asia. I can't remember. So yeah,
wow.
The other thing that might hamper us might be a time difference. But
time zones.
I mean, we deal with Ray, so we're no strangers to time differences.
Right. But yeah, I'd love to talk with him about Iron Man and Hercules and whatever else. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea.
Oh, that's what we should do collectively as a team. Okay, I said Ray. It's hard to send Ray anything, because he lives so far away, and if we send it now, it might get there by the summer. But No, I was gonna say, do they sell like subscriptions to the Marvel Snap? We should get him a subscription to the Marvel Snap. Not Legends, not Legends. Marvel Snap. Yes, even if it's just like 1 month subscription to Marvel Snap. Well, kids, guess who's calling Lilith? Guess who's texting Lilith Hellfire tonight when he's done recording?
Oh, poor Ray. Cue the eye roll heard across the ocean.
I was going to say, he'll listen to this first.
Watch
him listen to this first. He'll be like, okay, I heard it was coming. Yeah.
Yeah, he's expecting it now.
What do you want, Ray? A subscription to Marvel Snap or like a year subscription to the Batman comic? You take your pick, sir.
Which Batman comic?
Batman, my favorite character.
How funny would that be if like I bought him like a year subscription to Batman, Lilith bought him a year subscription to Detective, and like you bought like something else Batman for? Oh my god, can you imagine just Batman comics flooding his house
every week?
Oh yeah, there's enough. You can every week there'll be a shipment coming of Batman. And then Finn would just be standing there like a Simpsons character. Ha ha!
That's what he'd do to give them all to Finn.
Yes. No, he'd be like, boy, no. He would treat that like it was like pornography. He'd be like, no, don't you read that. No, don't even look at that, boy.
Into the Dark Knight, all to do with Batman.
All right. That's right. Don't show us any weakness, Ray. But yeah, this whole scene with the Taskmaster school, it's funny because, all these people are competing to be the new Spymaster, which one of them was a woman. That would have been like...
yeah, that would have been cool.
A female Spymaster would have been cool. But yeah, she, the guy who ends up being Spymaster basically kills the rest of them.
Yeah.
Like the woman dies, he booby traps, like she goes into her room, flips the light switch, and boom.
And Taskmaster is very impressed with that.
Oh yeah, he's like, he feels he'll kill men, women, he don't care.
Yeah, it don't matter. Killing them in their own room, booby trapping their light switch. Yeah, that's good work, he says. I love the fight at the mall later with Spymaster, because Rhodey gets some good lines in. He goes, "Hey, Spy Guy, don't forget to take my Christmas present with you, neatly wrapped in copper jackets," and he shoots as he's going off the ski ramp in the mall.
Oh yeah,
he shoots him in midair. I love that. So good.
Oh yeah, the fight's pretty good. Yeah, because he even has like something for Iron Man's armor and makes him fly out of control.
Mm-hmm. He's got those super powered nunchucks.
Oh yeah.
Which I think the original Spymaster had those, so that's keeping in tradition with the first one.
I missed this era where Tony Stark still had a secret identity because even Rhodey's like, "Oh, here, I'll handle things while you go call in the cavalry and stuff."
Yeah. Make sure that Tony's safe, Iron Man.
I missed the era when this whole thing fit into like a briefcase.
Yeah, and also modern comics could never, which we say a lot on the show, but this was all self-contained in one issue. Like nowadays, they would drag out that whole Taskmaster subplot with the audition for the new Spymaster for like 6 months.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say at least at the bare minimum 2 to 3 issues at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. One issue he kills the one guy, the next one he kills the next guy. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and the ending's always surprising. Like when he just gives him the ornament and just lets him walk away. I was surprised by that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, again, it's like it's just an ornament. I mean, it's like, well, why take the chance of someone getting hurt? Where it's just like, yeah, here, take the ornament.
Yeah.
Oh, they should have showed him catching him like like a day later, be like, put a tracker in it.
Yeah. Trace him back to his headquarters and then fly over there and beat him up.
Although there's like a precedent with like Marvel stories where like they let the villain go during a Christmas story.
Yes.
Because Lilith and I still make fun of it. It's like the first, I think, Marvel team up where Spider-Man and the Torch let like the Sandman go on Christmas Eve and stuff. And
right.
Yeah, I mean, there's precedent for it. I guess it's supposed to be like
peace
and goodwill, but it's like, But that's always weird to me, especially this one. I'm like, you're letting a murderer go.
Yeah. And he was prepared to kill kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different level of scumbag. Yeah. I don't know. It's always surprising to me, the ending of this issue, that he just didn't do anything else to Spymaster.
Because it's like, I mean, I get, Tony Stark doesn't want to endanger anyone else. I get that part, but it's like, what kind of guy you're dealing with on the way home. How do you know he's not going to just like stop somewhere and like shoot another kid in the face or something?
Maybe his first assignment after he gets this ornament is to do something even worse.
But I guess he'll just bask in the Taskmaster's praises, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird when once he wins the role of Spymaster and Taskmaster's like. He's like, okay, and I'll come inside my private quarters. He's like, your prize is waiting for you. I'm like, whoa, what? Wait,
whoa.
What? It's in Taskmaster's private. What? What did I win?
That's the secret audition that nobody talks about.
Here's your uniform, and it's like a G-string. It's like, whoa, what?
Break out the knee pads.
Whoa! You have to master all these weapons. Can you master this weapon?
Stamina is key.
Oh, my. Oh, man. I don't know, man. Look at them pectorals.
Yeah, I mean, he's nothing to slouch at.
I was going to say, what's going on here? Was Taskmaster just like...
My favorite biscuit. Not too bad. I wouldn't kick him out.
Freaking Skeletor's getting excited here.
He's got to leave the nunchucks at home, though.
Whoa.
I won't have those in the bedroom.
This is where you and Lilith Hellfire differ, my friend. And nothing says covert spy like a big S-shaped logo on your belt buckle.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I love the emblem, the symbol on his chest.
Dagger, yeah.
The dagger with the world in the back. It's great.
Oh yeah, Rhodey with his, I guess his date. Let's hope Darlene's in the same spirit later tonight, Chief.
Oh, this is the age of Tony Stark's awful haircut too. That late 80s.
Oh yeah, the perm. Yeah.
God. When we talk to Bob Lane, we got to talk to him about that haircut. Bob, whose idea was that haircut?
I know, because I think he did he get it? Was it around our first Armor Wars, or maybe a little? I can't remember. Maybe like a little before. But yeah, it's like I don't know.
It was right around there.
They thought they were keeping up with the times. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I guess. What time would that be, though? And we get a great pin-up in this issue of John Romita Jr. John Romita Jr.'s Iron Man.
At the end, yeah, because they were announcing he was going to be the new regular penciler, yeah.
Doing a nice full pin-up of Iron Man.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I love how after the jig is up, like Spymaster rips off the Santa costume. It's like, it's me, Spymaster. But I'm like, how funny would it have been if he would have fought Iron Man in a full Santa suit the whole time?
Yeah, I know.
So you'd have like all these pages of just Iron Man fighting Santa Claus.
Yeah. And the kids screaming, "Oh my God, what's Iron Man doing to Santa Claus?"
I didn't know Santa was an a-hole. No,
Leave him alone, Iron Man. I want my Christmas presents.
It'll be like that side phone episode. Santa's a commie. Commie, traitor to our country.
Santa's a commie.
I'm the new Santa, and you don't want to know what I did to get this job. But yeah, so again, I mean, it's a good story. It's just very straightforward. It's I love in the Christmas issue where we get Taskmaster murdering all the other contestants to win the role of Spymaster.
Little Yuletide
Happy
cheer.
holidays, everyone!
Backstabbing and murder. Gotta love it.
All right, so
Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed this issue. Yeah,
okay,
it's a nice little self-contained story.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
the story's good, but especially Mr. Layton, this art, I like the art. I love the art
Yeah.
in this. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, I would love to talk with him about
Yes.
his time on Iron Man someday. Yeah.
Might have to make that happen. Is that your Christmas wish?
Maybe. Or one of the people in the next issue we're going to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
All right, so should we get to the next one?
Yeah.
All right, so now we jump to the Mighty Thor 444 from February 1992, How the Groonk Stole Christmas.
The Groonk.
Writer Tom DeFalco, penciler, another friend of the show, Mr. Ron Friends, inker Alan Milgram, colorist Mike Rockowitz, letterer Michael Hessler, and editor Ralph Macchio. Eric Masterson has finished shopping for his son Kevin a Super Jammers Road Riot racing track when the woman in front of him is mugged by the Groonk. Groonk manages to disappear, and Eric heads to his ex-wife Marcy and her new husband Bobby Steele's to give Kevin his present. He feels down though because they went all out and he can't do much. After leaving, says Thor 2. Thor 2 catches Groonk at it again, and this time manages to follow him into the sewers. Well, after a battle at the department store. There he meets Cindy Lou, get it, kids, who tells Thor 2 about Groonk. Thor 2 returns all the presents but doesn't go into details with the police. Captain America offers to let Eric live at Avengers Mansion, but reads him the riot act about his recent judgment calls. Eric goes to visit Susan and confesses to her that his life is a mess. She comes out of her coma and tells him to have faith. Eric then heads back to his apartment to begin packing. He finds all his friends and family there, and they have decorated for Christmas.
Including Harry Cleese.
Yes! sounds like a weird condition, eh?
It does. They make a pill for that.
Yes. All right, first of all, the cover. I love the art, but I love it's like the most shocking super foe, and then at the bottom it's like, well,
Super
actually, that would be
foe.
Doctor Doom, but he's not here.
Yeah. Yeah, this is fantastic. I love even the title on the first page is the same font of the Grinch.
Oh, yeah, How the Groonk Stole Christmas. Yeah.
It's the same font and everything. I love it.
You know what? They really should have played it up, because it's like, if you look at that shadow on the cover, couldn't that almost be the Hulk?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they could have kept that mystery going a little
I know,
bit
they should have been like, you'll never guess who who the green-skinned antagonist in this issue is.
Yeah, somebody could have been like, there's some green-skinned monster that's stealing presents. What's the Hulk going to do with presents?
And then when you get that full-page spread reveal, they should have been like, we didn't say it was the Hulk.
Yeah. The Groonk. Yeah, I love it. What a great idea for a character.
Oh, yeah. I love this.
Yeah. At first I thought he was going to be like a member of the Morlocks.
Oh, yeah.
That escaped like the mutant massacre and all that.
I mean, you never know. He could be, because he kind of has powers, because he's like, does he like drain strength? He has those weird eye beam things, but it's like, and they never really go into his origin. Like the homeless people are just like, oh yeah, we found them one day, and it's like, yeah, so he could be a Morlock.
Yeah, I guess I just kind of always assumed that maybe he was one of the ones that got away from the Marauders and holed up somewhere else. Started a new life somewhere else.
I love this first mugging scene, and he transforms to Thor, and he's like, he's still holding that race car set. He's like, this huge flash of light. He transforms him, but he's like, "Oh wait, the racetrack's still here."
Yeah, poor Eric. He's trying to compete with his wife's new boyfriend, who's a member of this football team and who has a ton of money. And Eric's just lost his apartment, and his architect business is going under, and like he has no money and no prospects and all this stuff. It's a great kind of, it's a wonderful life type of story.
Yes.
Like he's so down in the dumps, and so like down on himself, and his life just seems to be going so awful that Yeah.
And he paid,
Nothing could make it better.
And he paid full price for Kevin's gift.
Right, exactly.
I love that call. Boys R Us had it half price.
At least Kevin liked the gift.
Yeah.
At least when he opened it, he was excited. He was like, "Oh man, I hate this." Or what's his face already bought me this.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, Kevin. I don't think Kevin was ever portrayed as a bratty kid. He always loved his dad and stuff. Because even Eric, he's like, I didn't have to do that, but Kevin loves me no matter what.
Yeah. Kevin was always portrayed as a good kid. He was never a brat.
But then he tracks down the Groonk again when we get that full page spread.
Yeah, I love it. It's so good. Ron Friends is amazing.
But yeah, he might. I mean, the Groonk has, besides his appearance, he has to be a Morlock or something. Because he takes a shot from that hammer.
Yeah, and he's got enough strength to send Thor flying.
Oh yeah, he crashes.
He's no slouch in the strength department.
Crashes through the wall of that department store and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and those eye beams, that's a unique power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could be a Morlock maybe.
But yeah, and okay, here's the weird thing I was thinking of. I guess it was just a tease for the story wise, but I'm just like, when his friends Eric's friends are helping clean up the apartment and Captain America shows up, I'm like, why would Steve show up in costume?
Yeah, in costume.
Eric has a secret identity. I guess you can get away with, I need to talk to him because he was he did help us do work when the mansion was getting rebuilt and stuff.
But... Yeah. But still, it was kind of weird, right? Yeah.
It'd been funny if all his friends were like, "Oh, you think he's a super villain?"
Maybe that's why his apartment got blown up.
Yeah.
That's gotta be it. I love the dog too. The dog from the Grinch with the little horn. That was such a nice little touch.
Yeah, because the dog kind of calls the Groonk away because he's fighting Eric in the middle of the department store, and then the dog just starts barking and is like,
"Yeah, I love that. It was such a nice little touch." Yeah.
And then Eric's like, I bet nobody screws with Spider-Man. Like, hey, no, they do, sir.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, they chases the Groonk into the sewers.
Yeah, and he almost loses it on a bunch of homeless people.
Oh yeah, and then Cindy Lou shows up.
Cindy Lou, yeah. This is Max. I want you to stop hurting everyone right now.
We live here. He keeps the bad mans away.
Mm.
But yeah, they're just like, of course, the Groonk doesn't understand.
Oh, yeah, he can't really talk, so you can't communicate with him.
But I know. I'm just like, I guess he's been nice to them, but it's like, how do you know what the Groonk wants?
Right.
But they're like, no, we'll return all the gifts. He didn't know what he was doing. But they're like, the one guy, arrest him and he'll never survive jail. I'm like, really? I'm like, really? He'll be running the prison.
Well, either that or somebody trying to make experiments on him, then whisk him away.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, unless they drop him in the vault or something,
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we'll keep him out of trouble. Please, mister, don't take the Groonk away from us.
I love it.
Which I guess he doesn't get in trouble because I don't think you ever see him again.
Yeah, I think this is the only appearance of the Groonk, unless I'm mistaken. I'm going to look it up now. I'm curious.
Yeah. And then we get that Christmas miracle where Susan wakes up from her coma.
Yes, Christmas miracle. Yeah, and the heartwarming ending with all of his friends at his apartment, or what's left of his apartment.
Oh yeah, after Captain America meets him outside the hospital.
Yep.
But yeah, he goes back to his apartment. Everyone's there. Merry Christmas. Yeah, because I was thinking, I'm like, have we ever got this might be the only Thor Christmas issue we've ever gotten, right?
I think so. I was trying to think of some other Christmas issues, and because there's a bunch of Thor that I haven't read that actually Doug Mensch and a couple other people wrote, and I don't know if there might be one buried in amongst that stuff.
I was gonna say, unless Don Blake celebrated, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I really enjoyed this issue a lot. It was a nice one issue, little self-contained story.
Oh yeah,
it was fun. Yeah,
definitely. Yes, definitely the group's first appearance.
It looks like the only other appearance of the Groonk is in this kind of compendium called Thor: The Legend from '96, which is kind of like, He's in a section called "The Lamest Foes of Thor."
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's they did that for Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, Fantastic. Yeah, right as they were going to Heroes Reborn, yeah, they kind of like the issues kind of summarized the characters up to that point and stuff, so.
Yeah. And the Groonk was featured in that issue.
So it wasn't even like a story, he just like made the list.
Just a gallery. Yeah. Yeah. And that's it.
Oh, under Origin, it says he's a mutant, so.
Oh, okay.
Guess he could be a Morlock then.
I'm going to say
Oh,
that.
wait a minute.
I'm going to say he's a Morlock.
Wait a minute. Here it's saying affiliation and relationships. Affiliation Morlock. So in this thing, the notes here are saying he's a Morlock. So
okay. Well, there we go.
Identity secret. Huh.
Creators Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends.
Yep.
Yeah, if we ever talk to them, we're going to be like, did you ever have any more plans for the Groonk?
Yeah.
Another Christmas issue?
Yeah, it says Groonk was a mutant who stole Christmas presents from people for children living underground. An obvious parody of Dr. Seuss's The Grinch.
Affiliation and relationships, Morlocks. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it looks like he looks like the Grinch kids if he was on steroids or that mutant growth hormone.
Yeah.
All right.
Love it. Yeah, and the inks also. I wanted to give a comment about the inks in this issue from Al Milgrom.
Yeah.
Excellent. He's a nice compliment for Ron Friends.
Oh yeah.
I think, yeah. Especially that full page spread when we first see the Groonk. That's a great image.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love like all of Ron Friends' stuff, but I think like he really like this time during Thor and like his like original run with Tom DeFalco and Spider-Man. That's like some of his best stuff. Yeah,
I agree. It's so good. It's great stuff.
Alrighty. So, any other thoughts on any of these, Justin?
No, I think we summed them all up pretty good there, Phil. Yeah, we had a
Yep.
nice little smorgasbord of holiday treats this year.
So yes, kids. Well, this will be our holiday episode. So, merry whatever you celebrate.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have to scour and see what we can find for. Actually, next year we'll be doing something different for December.
That's right, peasants. Prepare yourselves for next December.
That's right. They're taking a trip overseas.
Oh, Twiddle Kingdom. All right, so all right, so next time it'll be our final episode of the year.
Yeah,
The end of our first year, Justin.
that's right. Our New Year's special.
Yes, kids, because we will be covering Fantastic Four we changed it up a little bit. Fantastic Four 133 and Iron Man 313, because they are both take place on New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
So it'll be our New Year's Eve episode.
love it. And I hadn't read either of these.
Oh,
So this
really?
was nice.
Really?
Both of them were a first-time read for me, so that was nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know the Fantastic Four was for me, but yeah, no, I have this Iron Man, so.
Nice.
So, all right, kids. So yes, that'll wrap up our year, and then come back in January because or Defenduary.
Defenduary, as the case may be.
Yeah, we'll be opening up with Defenders 31 through 33 with special guest Mr. Noel Tate.
Yes. Big fan of Steve Gerber and the head man himself.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll be covering Defender for a Day, week 2. We'll be doing Defenders 62 through 64 with possible guest Mr. Will Allred, because
Yes.
him and I have been talking about doing that for a while.
Yeah. It'll be cool.
And then, week 3 we'll cover Captain America 268 and Defenders 106 as a crossover. But that Captain America, he might have been writing both books that I think at that time. More JMD
maybe,
Mateus.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I don't think I've read that one either, so that'll be nice.
And we will wrap up the month with Defenders 112 through 114. Some new Defenders.
Yeah, that was one of my picks, yeah.
All right, so send us your thoughts on all the upcoming stuff. Send us your thoughts on these Christmas issues.
Yeah.
Again, any
Your
more
thoughts on the Groonk.
Groonk, yes, or any Marvel gifts you get. Send them in.
Yeah. Send us your thoughts and your pictures. We want to see your holiday gifts that you get, all your Marvel-related goodies.
Yeah, Russell, let us know how many O-rings you get for Christmas, sir.
Is your whole week? Nom 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 nom.
Leave some cookies for Santa. Maybe he'll leave you some O-rings, Russell.
Nom, 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 nom.
Oh, no. He's not going to leave milk or cookies for Santa. You know he's leaving for Santa, right?
I spend too much money on tobacco and Mountain Dew.
A little something extra to keep Santa going on Christmas night.
Russell, that's all I want for Christmas. Christmas Eve, put up a picture. You like leaving out, like, I don't know, cigarettes and Mountain Dew for Santa. Please.
For Santa.
Please.
By the chimney.
Yes. Oh, please.
I love it.
Slather up my Cobra.
All right, kids. All their thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Again, it's not too late. Holidays. Pick your loved one up some Capes and Lunatics merchandise, or give them the year-round gift of the Capes and Lunatics Patreon.
Yes, the gift that keeps on giving all year long.
Yes. The little Hellfire doesn't run out of vitriol, so please, yes. But either buy one for yourself or a loved one. Yes, it's subscription to the Cape. Or, as I want to rebrand, the Capes and Lunatics Plus.
Yes, Capes and Lunatics Plus.
The hot new app, kids, Capes and Lunatics Plus.
Coming in 2024.
That's right. Oh my god! I want to make an app for that, just so people think, oh, plus it must be a new streaming service.
They get all excited over it. Oh wow, cool.
Let's see what's on this platform.
Your mother's a whore.
Merry Christmas, everyone. All right. Family entertainment.
The whole family can suck it.
All right. So or if you just want to drop some random cash on us, there is a Cash App link. So,
yes.
But find yes, you can find all of that at tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. All right, now for another long tail, Justin's plugs. All right, you can catch him here every week on Marvel Tales. You can catch him once a month at the end of every month on We Are the Night, the Batman podcast, where you can find him and I talking all things Jean-Paul Valley, because in January we're going to start on the Azrael ongoing series.
Azrael.
Yes,
Russell may be joining us for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is it? A couple months in, Lilith might be joining us.
That's right.
For episode 169, where we cover issues
169.
six, and we're covering issues 6 through 9. I'm like, the universe wants you to join us for that one.
That's right.
She's like, son of a...
It has to happen now.
Oh God, she'll be at the height of her powers. All right, so, and you can find me, Justin, and Tyler on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast, twice a month, where we go in order from John Byrne's Man of Steel on.
Yeah.
And of course, you can find us once a month with the aforementioned Russell, talking all the new Transformers and G.I. Joe content coming from the Energon universe over at Image. Yeah. But that is not all. This man does much more podcast. The new king of podcasting. He would not be the new king if he didn't have more. So, Justin, what else do you do?
You can listen to me on 4 other shows if those weren't enough for you. You can find me and Russell over on Gamma Charge, the strongest podcast there is. We talk about the Incredible Hulk and the Sensational She-Hulk. That is now 3 times a month. And we have a Patreon page as well, so do check that out. And Russell and I joined over on Predator and Prey, the Yucha podcast. We're joined by Ray and Sparky over there. And we talk about Fox's Predator in comic books, movies, action figures, and more. That's twice a month. And also, Russell and I talk about DC's Demon Etrigan over on Gone the Form of Man, the Etrigan podcast, where we're going back in time to the 70s and talking about Jack Kirby's great Demon series. And last but not least, my solo show, The Lost Library of Legends, is still going. I just put out a brand new episode about a 4-issue miniseries called The Owl.
Who wrote that?
Not me, actually.
I know. I never heard of it, so I didn't know. Gotta tune in, kids.
I'm a sucker for a guy with a powerful rod.
True story.
True story.
Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown. Talking about meat is so natural for Lilith.
It's like breathing.
It's so salty.
Things in common, cannabis and comics and other things starts with C. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Well, that escalated quickly.
What a way to end the holiday episode.
That's right.
Well, we talked about
End
your
it with
wish.
a question.
We're talking about your wish list. That's a. All right, kid. That's right. Come back next week for the final episode of Marvel Tales of 2023. Fantastic Four 133 and Iron Man 313. Lots of 1s and 3s in there. And then come back again next in January for the February. Here and on Ultimate Spider Cast. Merry Christmas, Loaf.